Hello, everyone. It is my absolute pleasure to say a few words at Coach Cookie's retirement party. For those of you that don't know, I played soccer for Coach Cookie for around 5 years. He was a great mentor to me throughout a very important and formative portion of my life. We traveled all around Pennsylvania and the surrounding states for our club soccer team. The 5 years that I played with him were throughout middle school and high school. Having Coach be there as a role model through these formative years was an absolute blessing. Coach was always there for the team, whenever and whenever we needed to have questions about life, school, anything we just needed to ask. He was always there. Coach was never shy to teach us a life lesson. If we ever acted up on the field or had a bad attitude, he did not put up with it, and he would pull us off the field as soon as he possibly could. He would then sit us on the bench until we learned our lesson. It didn't matter to him whether we were sitting a player and it could cost us a game. He would rather teach us a lesson that would help us throughout our life than worry about winning one soccer game. I remember one specific moment is when one of my teammates, who was kind of a person that would act up on the field, his name was Jeremiah. He was getting into it with a player on the other team, and he got a yellow card. And Jeremiah was more of like a hothead on the team. He was known to get into it with other people on the other teams, and even people on our team sometimes. And so Coach knew this very well, and he knew how to handle the situation. He pulled Jeremiah right out of the game, and he sat him for the entire game. We ended up losing this game because Jeremiah was one of our better scorers, even though he was a hothead, and we were down a sub, so people were getting tired even quicker because Jeremiah had to sit the entire game so he can sub in for the people that got tired. But after the game was over, Coach sat us all down, talked to the team, expressed how we played a good game, and that we would work on what we needed to at practice so that we could win our next game so it wouldn't happen again. He then explained the reason he had to pull Jeremiah out was because he needed to teach a lesson. He couldn't let just Jeremiah just do whatever he wanted and just go out there and act like an idiot out on the field. He needed to teach him a lesson because it was his job as his coach to teach him the lesson and help him be a better man. So he sent us all home, but he kept Jeremiah back. He kept him back for around 10 minutes. Now I had to wait over by my dad because my dad was the assistant coach at the time. So we had to wait to talk to Cookie anyway. So we just sat there. We just we didn't listen, but we watched Coach as he explained to Maya what he needed to do better. He sat there and just talked to him person to person, like a father figure, and just explained that it's not something you can do. It's not appropriate. You got to have better attitude out on the field. You got to control your temper. Can't be getting yellow cards because then you hurt the entire team. And so then um, he pulled anyone out. Anytime there was ever an issue, he would pull us out, just talk us over. Sometimes if it was more severe, he'd keep us out for longer, like he did with Maya, or he would just send us back in after a little bit of time to cool off. So one of those players, I knew that coach always had our back, and he would stand up for his players no matter what. Having a coach that made an effort to stick up for us and have our back meant a lot. It allowed us to bond and trust coach even more. He always stuck up for us, but he always made sure that we knew where the line was. Coach always made sure that we knew that he was the authority figure, that we had to obey him. He was There was a few instances where he would get mad at a ref and he would be yelling, and some of us players would join in because it's our coach yelling at the ref, and we were irritated because it was a bad call on us or we got fouled and he didn't call it, so we would join in. But he would always tell us, cut it out. Can't talk to the ref that way. They're the authority. They know what they're talking about. We don't. He would always talk to the refs in our place. If we got fouled, he would make sure that they knew that that was a problem and that they would need to fix it. He would never let us get fouled dirty, and he wouldn't say anything about it. He'd always stick up for us. Um, Another instance that really comes to mind is when we were at practice and we were messing around. It was right after we lost a big game. I think it was after one of our tournaments. We ended up losing in the finals, so it was a big deal. But we all kind of like forgot about it, and it was the next week, so we were all messing around. Coach came to practice. He dealt with it for a little bit. He was kind of joking around with us, and then he realized we can't be doing this. We gotta buck up, start actually taking this seriously. So after he told us that, none of us really listened. We were all in the joking mood already. So we were all messing around, doing whatever we wanted to do, talking, joking around during drills. Coach just got fed up with it. So he said, "That's it. Get on the line." He ran us. He ran us in sprints. He ran us in 120s where you have to run down the field, touch the line, run back in a certain amount of time, and every time the time would get lower. He did long runs around the entire field, making sure that like we had to go around the entire thing, making sure none of us cut corners, making sure we were actually doing what we needed to do. He had us do slow jogs to cool down, but he kept us running. It was around 30 minutes. He actually kept us running. It was horrible at the time. We all were really mad, talking amongst each other about how could he do this, how could he do this. We were just joking around, having fun. Then after practice ended, we ran for the rest of practice. So after practice ended, he sat us down and he explained, guys, after a loss, we can't joke around, act like nothing went wrong. We messed up. We got to buckle down, work harder, and just get down to business and actually practice hard. And so it's moments like those where Coach Cookie, he actually really taught life lessons, and those are lessons that I'm gonna take away for the rest of my life. You gotta have a hard work ethic. If you mess up, you gotta work hard to fix it. Always respect your elders and your authority figures. Make sure you don't treat them badly, and just overall be a better person. Treat people the way you want to be treated, and never look down on somebody. Thank you very much. I hope you all can enjoy Cookie's presence tonight as he celebrates his retirement. Thank you very much, and good night.